Listen, one of the most integral parts of trading is understanding when a reversal is about to happen. Now, you're not going to know exactly when it's going to happen, but there are signs that you can tell on the charts when a reversal is gearing up and when it's more likely to happen. Stay tuned to learn about some of the best reversal patterns that you'll find in the market. You ready? Let's go. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. Today, our pair of interest is going to be GU, and we're going to be using this pair to display a couple of reversal patterns and where you can start to spot reversal patterns on the charts, and that can help you obviously in making sure that you don't take a loss in that area. So first and foremost, a quick review on market structure. What we typically are looking at when we are looking at the market, we know that the market is going to move in a series of about 3 moves, sometimes 4, right? And that's going to be impulsive moves, corrections, continuations, and then the 4th would be consolidation, moving side to side. So typically we tend to follow this pattern and we tend to enter at the end of a retest. As so, we would enter right here at the end of this retest on this up move and take our buy. And then next thing we'll do is continue this move to the upside. This is your continuation. And then we get another retest to the downside. And again, we take this move up. Now, your next retest, because it did not pass the previous low over here, it is still valid. And because of that, you take another buy. So very plausible that you take another buy. And again, you get another retest that does not pass the low over here, and you would take another buy. However, the problem is some people would actually lose this trade, or maybe they'll break even because price has reversed. You could see that price came down in a strong impulsive move and broke the previous low. So is there a way that we could spot these reversals? Are there patterns that we can take a look at that can let us know, you know what, maybe price is getting ready to reverse and maybe we should be careful on this trade, or maybe even avoid this trade overall just to make sure that it doesn't reverse on me. So we're going to take a look at a couple reversal patterns that I like to use a lot in my trading, and hopefully it could be of use to you guys. All right, so let's remove some of this stuff. So if we take a look, let's take a look at price. Let's move this over. Let's take a look at price over here. Now, the first reversal pattern that we're going to go over is what we call an ascending channel. Now, an ascending channel is as followed. So what you'll see is price is ascending. Okay, so you have price on the bullish side, and what starts to happen is it's starting to lean upwards and it starts to lose momentum. The higher and higher it tends to go up. So if we take a look at this over here and we just contain price up here within this channel, then what we can see here is this is the pattern of an ascending channel. And now an ascending channel, what this pattern tells us, what typically happens more often than not always, but more often than not, is that price is getting ready for a reversal to the downside. So whenever you're seeing price starting to lose volume on its ascend, and we see that the candlesticks are getting smaller, maybe you can see more wicks, and especially when we are headed towards an area of resistance, as this is over here, we know that we have an ascending channel, and as a result, we have a reversal pattern. So we need to be careful because the sell side may be on its way. So that being said, because of this ascending channel, being able to spot it, and the key thing here is spotting it in an area of resistance, because that's going to be your second confluence. You want to pair these confluences together to give you a reason for the reversal. Now, understanding that it heads towards an area of resistance as it's losing volume within this channel, I know that there's potential, strong potential, that a reversal may be coming, and that's exactly what happened, as you can see over here. Okay, now you can spot these many places on the charts, but you want to make sure, again, to make sure it's a proper ascending channel, it should be losing volume on its way up, and you should target it around an area of resistance. Let's look for another one. All right, so let's look at this area over here. So in this area over here, all right, we don't have that much data, but if we look at where the previous wick came up right over here, we have a previous wick right over here, and if we drag this across to see that we have an area of resistance, that should be a bit clearer to you. So we hit this area, we create an area of resistance, and now as we come back around, take a look as price starts to edge closer to that area of resistance. Notice the structure of the candles on and how they're losing volume, all right, as they approach this area of resistance. Okay, so this again as you could spot it over here, is what you call an ascending channel. This is an indication that price may be getting ready for the reversal. And as we get to that area of resistance, we do have that reversal. It gives us an initial down move first, comes back to the area of resistance, and also, if you take a look, gives us another ascending channel back to the area of resistance. You could see these candles starting to lose volume over here. I think that will be a lot clearer on a lower time frame, maybe the 30 minutes. So if we take a look at the 30 minute, this area over here, on the 30 minute, let's take a look here. On the 30 minute, it should be very clear. Take a look at that. That is a beautiful ascending channel that comes right back to that area of resistance, and price makes another drop. Okay, so two areas in the same area of resistance that we saw the same pattern, and that definitely indicated that we were going to get that drop, and we did indeed get that drop. All right, so that is an ascending channel. Those are things you can look for if you're looking for a reversal for the sell side. Now, vice versa, we have descending channels, and descending channels are going to be channels that are descending, and that's a reversal pattern for the move to the upside. So let's look for some descending channels. So the same way I looked for an area of resistance when I was looking at ascending channels to confirm my bias to the downside, I want to look for areas of support to confirm my bias to the buy side. Okay, so this entire area here was an area of support for price, and I'll move that a little closer. And if we take a look at as price came back around over here, let's take a look at this. As price starts to come back around, as it starts to get closer and closer to this area of support, we see that the candlesticks are losing volume as it descends. And this starts to create a descending channel. Now, this will be a lot clearer on a lower time frame. Let's go down to the 15 minute where we could see this a bit more clearly. Let's go down to the 15 minute. So here on the 15 minute, this is your descending channel. Notice how we have all of these wicks that are hitting this area of support. Price is losing volume, sellers are losing volume as you head further and closer to this area of support. And eventually what happens, again, we get our breakout for the buy side and we get a big buy over here. Okay, so the same way that you can spot ascending channels for the sell side reversal, the same way you can spot descending channels for the buy side reversals. These again are very popular. And again, you want to look for these and pair them with areas of support. That's really when that confluence is at its strongest. Okay, let's look for one more example of a descending channel. All right, let's take a look at this area over here. And let me just delete this so it's a bit more clearer. So if we take a look at this area over here, so this was an area, this entire area is an area of support down here. This entire area over here is an area of support for price. So price comes, touches this area, no significant pattern that we necessarily saw, but we definitely saw a clear pattern as price comes back to this area of support over here. Take a look at down here as price starts to lose volume. As price is starting to lose volume, it's creating a descending channel into the area of support. And as we get to the area of support in this descending channel, we eventually get a huge candle. This is probably a news candle, but either way, market structure lined up perfectly. And this is again the power of using such a strong confluence like a descending channel and pairing that with the area of support. You can get huge reversals just like that, and you can trade it. You could just wait for a breakout and a retest if you get that, and you could trade that very safely. All right, now the last type of reversal that I tend to look at that I really love is the double bottoms and the double tops. Let's look for some examples of those. So in the same way we look to pair support and resistance with these confluences of ascending and descending channels, we want to also pair support and resistance with double tops and double bottoms. If we see a double top, it's usually going to be an indication for reversal to the sell side. If we see a double bottom, it's usually going to be an indication for the reversal to the upside. So if we look at this example over here, we have our double top. So in other words, price gets to this area of resistance, and again, that's the key, this area of resistance comes back around to that area and again matches this area of resistance. So now I get this double top over here and over here. And because of this double top, this is an indication to me that we are going to get a sell side move. And we did get a move to the sell side. All right, so an initial move to the downside, and you could have waited for this entire retest. Yes, it took some time, but not forever. This whole retest came, and retested to that area of resistance, and then you got another move to the downside. And if you held it, you could have held it to down here, which is not bad at all. All right, so that is how you use a double top. All right, another example of a double top is right over here. Again, we have price came up to this area, was not able to break further. All right, came all the way back around, and as price matched that area of resistance, double top was formed, and this was your entry, and we had a move to the downside. Double tops, very, very strong confluences for the sell side. So that being said, the reverse is going to be the double bottom. That's going to be a strong confluence for an upside movement. Let's look for some double bottoms. All right, so we are in this area, and there are a couple double bottoms that we could look at, right? First of all, let me draw my area of support, and we're gonna take a look at all of the double bottoms that we see over here. Okay, so we could start from this area over here. So price gets to this area, and this was already an established area of support over here. And price gets to this area, comes all the way around, makes a move to the upside, comes all the way around, back down, and here is your double bottom, right? Price gets to this area over here, and if you're paying attention, not only is it a double bottom, but it's also a descending channel, which is another reversal pattern for the upside. So we get our double bottom at support, and on top of that, we get a descending channel into that double bottom. So that being said, that is very, very strong confluences for the move to the upside. And that is indeed what we got. We got a move to the upside, and that would have been a great, great trade. And obviously in this area, more double bottoms had formed. We had price get back to this area over here and came all the way back around to match it over here. And same scenario, you could see that these candlesticks started to descend just a bit. Just the last few candlesticks started to descend. And that'll be much clearer on the 5-minute, where you'll see that this is also a descending channel. And again, double bottoms, great, great confluences for the upside move. And you want to look out for them. So all of these, whether it be ascending channel, descending channel, double top or double bottom, strong confluences for reversals that may happen in the market. You want to look out for them, especially before you enter a trade that is very close to an area of support or resistance. Be aware of them so that you don't get caught up in any reversals. All right. So I hope you gain value in this video, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, Jordan the Maestro, peace.